Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing really well. So Matthew and I went out today and we did some shopping. It was a really rough week, and he knows how to cheer me up. So we had coffee this morning and I got all gussied up and we went out. We went to HomeSense and I actually found a bunch of stuff that I was looking for today. I've been so upset because my regular HomeSense didn't have the things that I wanted this year. So we went to a different one that was by a restaurant that we were going to for lunch, and I found what I wanted there. We did some book hunting and I found lots of treasures. I wasn't expecting to, but I did, and a couple of really rare ones. And then we went out to lunch. It was great. We had a gift card, so it was even better because it was almost free. And now I'm home and I wanted to share all of my finds with you guys. So we've got Halloween, we've got books, we're gonna talk a little bit about things that are coming up for the channel, and yeah, we're just gonna have a spooky old time. So I hope you guys enjoy the video and we're gonna hop right into it. So starting off with a couple of things that I found in weeks previous that I haven't shared yet. You guys know if you've watched my Halloween hauls from 2024, the first two that I did find a couple of like beauty products that are spooky themed. So I also found these at Winners as well. It's by a company called Body Prescriptions, and they're facial masks, and it's pumpkin and honey. I'm not someone who uses this kind of thing typically. I don't typically like buy facial masks and stuff like that because I have super sensitive skin. So once I find something that works, I just usually stick to it. But for spooky season and when I'm doing my vlogs and we're going out to spooky events and stuff like that in October, I thought this would be really cool just to kind of have a fun pampering sort of session. And I mean, the packaging is really cute too. Like, we've got a little pumpkin at the top here and it's all embossed and in gold and stuff. So I thought this was really cute, and it was like $6. So I went ahead and picked those up. And you guys know that like I got some under eye like little patches and stuff, and you know, we're just gonna have a spooky old time when I start doing my spooky vlogs in October. So super excited about these. And then, okay, a little bit of a story time. So Matthew took me to HomeSense a couple of weeks ago and I did see the Headless Horseman statue, the one that I've been wanting, and I didn't get it because I'm saving for tattoos. So for my weekly allotment of spending money, I decided to buy something a little bit smaller, and I left the Headless Horseman behind, and of course he disappeared almost immediately. I'm kind of regretting it, but kind of not, because like I said, I'm getting more tattoos, which is happening next week, by the way. So I don't know if you guys wanted to come along with me and we can do a whole tattoo vlog. Let me know. I did get my left sleeve finished a few weeks ago, and in my next appointment they're doing a little bit on my neck and shoulders, chest and back. So if you guys wanted a vlog, let me know, and maybe we can do the tattoo tour that I've been asked to do as well in that video. So just let me know in the comments down below if you would like to see that. But I did get this guy. So he was much cheaper than the Headless Horseman statue. So you guys know that, and it seems to be a theme this year with wraiths, and I'm all about wraiths, and I'm redecorating my living space, and I thought this was a really awesome all year round piece. So he's kind of a 3D portrait of a wraith, and he has a skeleton hand that's reaching out here and matches my skeleton hand, and he is in a gilded frame. And I thought that was awesome because a lot of the pieces that I have, he's too far away, but the antelope skull that I showed in my last Halloween haul, my mirror, there's a bunch of other things that I have that have like gold in it, so it's becoming a little bit of a theme for that area. Now the only thing with this guy is he is cracked down the back here, but like he's still like it doesn't interfere with the integrity or anything. So I just thought I could like fill it with some little filler or whatever and it would be completely fine. So I really loved him, and you know, I didn't get the Headless Horseman statue. I'm still hoping I can find it this season, but that might have been my only chance, but we'll see. But this guy was super cool. So once I start my redecorating journey, I will definitely show you guys what I'm putting on the walls up there. And then in my last haul as well, I showed you guys the spooky dishes that we bought, and I let you guys know that we are going to start using our spooky dishes all year round. So I did get a set of like matte black sort of large plates, small plates, and bowls, and those really awesome gothic mugs, which we're still looking for 2 more. We still haven't found them. But I was so super excited because this particular HomeSense that I went to actually did have the Royal Stafford line with a couple of different designs, not just the one from this year, which was the only line that my my usual sort of HomeSense that I go to was carrying. So I was super excited because I was really bummed that the Royal Stafford collection that I had gotten last year, I hadn't seen any of that, and I really wanted some more pieces. Now I did make another decision. So this is one of the plates actually. So this is the design that I have in 2 salad plates and 2 bowls already. It is the Witch's Cottage, the one where it has a 1666 over the front door, and we have our witch over here, and there's some ghosties in the window over on this side, and it's just gorgeous. So this is the design that I already have, but I didn't have any of the dinner plates. So I bought this design, but only on one of the dinner plates because I wanted to kind of mix and match a little bit. The designs are so beautiful that like I couldn't just choose just one. So it has the same overall theme, but each one has its own design. So I also got this design with the 3 witches there. They're kind of outside of the house, and they've got their cauldron with a little ghosty coming up out of it, and spooky tree, and of course it has the ribbons and jack-o'-lanterns around the outside. So love this design as well. Oh, and I did get a second one of the actual spooky house with the 1666, and then the other design I got was this one, which is the witch in front of her fireplace with her cauldron bubbling away, and there's a little kitty, and she's got her broom there, and you know there's skulls and ravens and a moon and an owl, and it just has, you know, these plates that they design are so detailed. I really don't like the design from this year. It's not my favorite at all, but these witchy ones, they're so detailed and so intricate. And even when I went up and I was talking to the girl at the front, she was like, as soon as we get them in, she's like, they sell out almost right away. So I was really happy to finally get these. So I got 4 of the dinner plates, 2 in the same theme and 2 with different ones. And then I already have 2 bowls. So I got 1 more with the Witch's Cottage, which is the one that I already have, and the one with the witch in front of the fireplace. And then 2 more salad plates. So I got the one with the 3 witches outside, and the one with the witch in front of her fireplace. So now I have a full new set of dishes for this year. Really excited. Our old dishes were really not in great shape. They were all faded and chipped and cracked, and they just were not looking good. So I made the decision this year that I'm going to be using my spooky plates all year round. And like I said, I do have the ones that are matte black that we also bought this year that will accompany this as well. So finally, after what, 3 years, I finally got the spooky plates. I miss out on them every year because I'm so concerned with there's so many things that I want to buy, but I'm being really picky and choosy this year. So super excited about my new dishware. Oh, and then I almost forgot, I got these new glasses, and these are like highball glasses, and they have like, sorry for the glare, but they have like spider webs and like little spiders on them. And I got these specifically because my mom, who comes over fairly frequently, they usually come over for at least 1 visit on the weekends, she doesn't really like the glasses that we have. We have a whole thing with like sensations and sensory issues, and she doesn't jive with the glasses that I have. She always thinks, she's like, I feel like I'm going to drown because they're so big. So I bought some like smaller ones, and they're a little bit thinner glass as well. Like they're not as thick at the top. So I'm hoping she's going to like these, but now thinking about it, she might not because there's spiders on them. But either way, whether she likes them or not, I like them, and we needed some more spooky glasses. Okay, so that's it for the Halloween. Really super small. Like I said, the hauls are definitely going to be smaller this year. Being a little bit more picky and choosy, we're going to a bunch of events this year, which I had already talked about in my first Halloween haul, and you know, paying for tattoos and stuff. So being really choosy this year. But a pre-order did come in. We're going to start talking about books now. A pre-order did come in. If you guys watch Lair of Voltaire's YouTube channel, and he does the Gothic homemaking series, I love it. I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite things to watch, and it's just so imaginative, and I want to do some of those crafts. He released a book, and he announced it a while ago, maybe in like April. And as soon as it was announced, I pre-ordered it, and it was released on August the 20th, and it came in, and it's gorgeous. I can't wait to sit down and read this book. It's called Gothic Life, The Essential Guide to Macabre Style by Lair of Voltaire, and just look at this cover. It's beautiful, and you guys know that my favorite color is purple, and a lot of Voltaire's stuff that he does is purple as well. The title is debossed, and of course the font is gorgeous. I did get the hardcover. I invested in the hardcover because I knew it was something that I was going to want to put on display for sure. And of course we've got our raven and roses and a skull, and you know, it's just got the whole thing. Now this is completely 100% illustrated throughout, and the images are gorgeous. I'll show you a couple of them, but just look at the back cover. This is his lair in New York, and I mean, his decorating and his style is to die for. So it says, embrace the opulent style and mystique of dark decor. And it's funny that this came out and I received it right when I'm, you know, planning on redecorating my entire house to more match my style finally. So here's the end papers. Isn't this beautiful? Purple with bats and this like very Gothic sort of frame here. Gorgeous end papers. I love this. And even just from the very first page, like look at that. Just look at it. It's so pretty. Sorry, it's kind of fading out there in the camera. But this is beautiful. Like, look at this. I can't wait to sit down and read this. I mean, his style is just fantastic. So I think I'm going to learn a lot from this book, and I think it's going to help me in my decorating, but also it's just a beautiful book in general. So I definitely wanted to show this to you guys. If you haven't checked out the Lair of Voltaire, I will link it in the description box below. And for those of you who do know Voltaire's channel, I would highly recommend getting his book 100%. So we did, like I said, we did end up going and doing a little bit of book hunting today. I haven't been book hunting in quite some time. Usually it's like a weekly thing, and I haven't been in a while because of saving money and being on a bit of a tighter budget. But I did find some treasures today. I got a whole pumpkin bag full of vintage treasures. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit, and then I'll show these to you guys. But first, I just wanted to tell you a super cute story that happened to me yesterday. Matt and I wanted to have one of our spooky charcuterie boards last night, and because we knew we were going out for lunch today, so we did our charcuterie board last night instead of Saturday. And so we stopped into Walmart to get a baguette, and of course Walmart on a Friday was super busy. And so anyway, we were going back to the car, and I had to wait to get into the passenger side because the family in the van next to me was getting out of their car. And for some reason, kids absolutely love my tattoos. I don't know what it is. kids are just fascinated with me now. It's really, really weird. I've had a couple of encounters. I don't want to go through all of them, but like there was a little girl at the movies one day and she turned around, took one look at me, and she was just like, oh wow. And then she started telling me all about how she was there with her dad and she had a spooky blanket with her. This was in the middle of the summer, so she's definitely growing up to be a spooky girly. And she had to tell me all about what they were going to see and how she was excited. And, you know, she showed me her snacks and everything. And then, yes, and then we went to, a couple of weeks ago, we went to the mall and I was standing in line to get my food. And another little guy was, he wanted to touch my arms so bad, but he didn't. And, he was just like, what are you doing here today? He's like, I'm getting some fries with my dad. We were at New York Fries. And he was like, I think he said he was getting a poutine, and I had to tell him what I was getting for lunch. So for some reason, like, kids are just obsessed with me now. And so when we were at Walmart and this family was getting out of their van, the little boy turned around, he took one look at me and he gave me a huge hug and a kiss. And I was, it was so funny. It was so cute. So I was telling my mom about it, and I was sitting on the couch last night, and I said to Matt, I was like, pretty sure I've turned myself into a Disney villain. Because, I mean, you know, I look like Halloween all the time. And I'm like, maybe they think I'm like a Disney character and they can come up and give me hugs. You know, like when they're in Disney and the actors, they can give kids hugs. And I'm like, does that mean that I have to wait for them to let go first before I let go? It was the whole thing. So I'm convinced that I'm now officially in my Disney villain era. And it's so weird. I don't know what's going on with the whole kids thing. Anyway, I've got the bag emptied out. I'm just going to do a little bit of reorganization and then we're going to get into the book haul. Okay, so I did find one for the ghosty shelf. Now, I paid way too much money for this book. Considering it's secondhand and I got it at the thrift store. Oh my god, my foot's going... Every time I record a video, my foot goes to sleep. Anyway, I paid way too much money for this book and I wasn't going to get it, but it's a sequel to one that I already have, and I didn't even know there was a sequel for one. I've never seen it before and I was afraid I would never see it again. So I did pay a little bit more for this one than... like I said, I usually would, but it is more True Canadian Ghost Stories by John Robert Colombo, which is a sequel to one that I already have, and it has this wonderful spooky graveyard on the front, and it's just all misty and like indigo, and it's just, it's beautiful, and it's in really, really good condition. There's a tiny little bit of a crease or like some crumpling on the top of the front cover. But that's it. I could have fought the price. I always do fight the price when I go into Value Village because I think they price things wrong and I hate that. I paid $9 for this book, which, I mean, you could probably get it new for like $11. But like I said, this is out of print and I've never seen it before, so definitely wanted to grab this one. So another one for the ghosty shelf. And then another random one, super excited to find this one. I did mention a couple of months ago that I have started a movie and show novelization shelf, still working on the library. It's part of a whole thing. We do have to have a chat of like kind of what's been going on with me lately. I am still working on reorganizing the library. I took a little bit of a break for a while, but I'm going to be getting back to that. But getting back to the movie and show novelization shelf, I did find, it's too bad it was the second one and not the first one, but I did need this one too. It is Home Alone, Lost in New York, the novelization. The only bad thing about this is it has somebody's name on the front, but I'm hoping I can get that off. And then it does have the full color imagery on the inside. So super excited about that because, I mean, we don't celebrate Christmas here, but I do watch some of the Christmas movies, and of course Home Alone and Home Alone 2 are two of the ones that we watch every single year. So I was really super stoked to find this today at the thrift store. And then as for random ones, I did find a whole bunch of, like, my romance collection is getting so ridiculously big, and I'm not even a romance reader, but these YA romances from like the 90s are what's getting me. So this one is like one of those random sort of series from the 90s. I'm assuming this is from the 90s that, you know, was really super obscure. When is this? Oh, this is from the 80s actually, November 1985. So this is the Heart to Heart series, and this particular one is Spring Fever. And I thought the cover looked so super vintage, and I'm not usually into like horses and that kind of thing, but I thought this one would be cool to start collecting. And then we've got this one. This one is one of the Wildfire romances. I think it's the only Wildfire I have. Seen Your Dreams Can Come True by Jane Claypool Minor. I think I do have a couple of others by her as well. A sequel to Dreams Can Come True, which I can't remember if I have as part of my Wildfire series or not, but I went ahead and grabbed this one because it was in super good condition. It was only $1.79. And then we have this one, Damsel in Distress. Now, I don't know if this is part of a series or if this is a standalone, but just look at the cheesiness of this cover. I mean, these covers are just everything I want, and this is why I collect those romance books, because I know they're just going to be full of cheese, but it's the covers that always get me. So I went ahead and grabbed that one. And then this one, you want to talk about Sears catalog. So this one is Out of Control, Going For It, Out of Control, #4, the Hot New Series. And just look at this. I mean, it does look like it's straight out of a Sears catalog for like, you know, like lounge ski wear. So I've never heard of this series before. If you have, let me know. And I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for some more of these ones. I do collect the Girls of Canby Hall series. This is number 25. This is a particular series that I don't see around a whole lot, so I was super excited about this. And the other thing is, it's a spooky book. So this is The Ghost of Canby Hall. No one believes in ghosts, do they? So super excited for this one. I think I only have like maybe 3 in my Canby Hall series so far, so I was super excited to find another one of those. And then this is getting super rare for me to find new ones. I do collect the Eric Wilson mysteries. This is a Tom Austen mystery, so if you see me talk about these ones before, it's a Canadian, 2 Canadian series, but they're almost like Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys, but it's Liz Austen mysteries and Tom Austen mysteries, and I have quite a few of these now. This one is number 14, the Inuk Mountie Adventure. So this would take place way up north in northern Canada. And does it say here? I don't think it says exactly where it is, but it would be way up north. And if you haven't heard me talk about these series before, they take place all around Canada. So there's ones that take place in Calgary and Edmonton and Manitoba. There's a Green Gables mystery that takes place, of course, in Prince Edward Island. So I love collecting these. They're super cheesy, and you know, they're a little bit more obscure, a little bit more rare because they're Canadian. So I was super, super happy to find one that I did not have. And then Kit Pearson is a Canadian author that I collect her books. I've only read the Sky is Falling series so far by her, but she is an award-winning author, and she writes, you know, mainly in the middle grade and YA sphere. And a lot of her books have to do with a lot of feeling, a lot of morals and stuff like that, but they're kind of like historical fiction a little bit typically. So I don't know what this one is about, but it's called A Perfect Gentle Night. Sometimes it's hard to see exactly what it's about because it has a huge sticker on the back, so I'm going to be de-stickering tonight. I'm putting on my spooky pajamas, and oh, I forgot to show you guys. I bought some spooky socks today. I'll show you in my next haul because I'm sure I'll be doing more. And I'm going to get a bath, and we're going to put on a movie and have popcorn, and I'm going to be de-stickering books. So I am collecting pretty much everything in Kit Pearson's sort of repertoire. So and putting it on my Canadian shelf. So I was super excited to find another one, and I'd never heard of this one before. So we'll talk about this one a little bit more once I actually start reading it. And then this one is a little bit more obscure. I was super excited to find this one because I didn't even know that they had done these, and but I found one on Etsy one time, and it's books that revolve around the Universal monsters, the classic Universal monsters. And I have one that is The Bride of Frankenstein that I probably paid a little bit too much money for. This one was only $1.99. It's in great condition, and this one is around The Mummy. So this is Universal Monsters number 4, Book of the Dead, The Mummy. And so I'm definitely keeping my eyes out for more in this series. I don't know how big it is. If you guys collect any of these Universal Monsters books, maybe I'll wear my Universal Monsters pajamas tonight. I bought them last year at Spirit Halloween and I love them. But let me know if you guys collect these as well. And then, of course, because it's one of my hauls, I found a whole bunch. I don't know how freaking big this series is. It's huge. It's taken up like 2 shelves in my library now. But I do have more in the Sweet Dreams series. So again, talking about the cheesy covers, which is one of the reasons I collect them. This series is huge, and I've been finding more and more of them when I'm going into the stores now, into the thrift stores. So we have number 8, The Thoroughbred. So I'll just show you guys the covers very, very quickly here for each one. Number 11, The Problem with Love. Number 27, Too Young for Love. Number 29, Never Love a Cowboy. 50, Lights, Camera, Love. And just look at this outfit. Look at it. It is so cheesy. I just died at this cover when I was at the thrift store. I had to have it. And then number 73, Language of Love. And this one is still in really, really good condition. So I was super excited to find more of those. So definitely going to get them downloaded into my bookshelf app and up onto the romance shelf. So I think I've got, what, like 3 shelves now of romance books? Who am I? Okay, so this is the last stack of books that I bought, and I was like that one particular Value Village that I go to, it never disappoints. Every single time I go in there, I find super rare books. So I found 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 in the Sweet Valley High Senior Year series. So a little bit more obscure, you know, you always see the regular Sweet Valley High around, but the seniors series I've only ever seen once before. And these are in super, super good condition considering how old they are. And I was super, super excited to see them. And they were like $1.79 again. And yeah, so I went ahead and grabbed these. I wasn't expecting to buy any books today, but there were just so many treasures around. I was like, these are ones that I absolutely have to bring home. So I'll just go through these very quickly as well. So we have number 5, If You Only Knew. Number 8, Maria Who. Number 9, The One That Got Away. Uh-oh. Number 10, Broken Angel. Number 14, Split Decision. Number 15, On My Own. Number 19, It's My Life. Number 20, Nothing Is Forever. And number 26, Too Late. So definitely some treasures today. You know, we did a little Halloween shopping, we had coffee, we went for lunch. It was a really, really good day. Speaking of coffee, it's getting to that time where I need more. I definitely am going to be doing a little bit of cleaning down here. I need to pull my Halloween bins out, which I've been wanting to do for weeks and weeks, but I just haven't been in the right mental space to do it. But yeah, I just had such a great day today, so I had to share my treasures with you. And if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to go through a couple of things that are going to be coming up on the channel. Okay, so first things first, I am going to do a little bit of an update and like just kind of like a tea and a chat of like things that have been going on with me and you know, just kind of a life update and stuff. You know, I consider a lot of you guys friends, and I want to make sure that you know sort of what's going on in my life. So nothing to worry about, of course, just it's been a little bit of a rough year. But as for things for the channel, there's a whole bunch of like readathons that are going to be coming up and everything. And honestly, like I was asked to be a part of a bunch of things and I declined. So I am going to be a participant still in a lot of things that's going to be coming on up in September and October on the channel. So I'll be doing like reading lists and watch lists and all of that kind of stuff. So those types of videos will be coming up. And then of course in October, we'll be doing our spooky vlogs and stuff with all of the events that Matthew and I are going to. We just booked our Screamfest tickets. We got VIP passes for that, and that is our favorite event of the year. So super, super excited. The events are starting to open up for spooky season. And like I said, in my first haul that I did, that I went through like the events that we were planning on going to, there's some that I'm not going to be going to this year, and then new ones that we're going to be going to. So if we do end up booking in more, I will let you guys know exactly what we're going to be doing, and then we'll be doing vlogs all throughout the season. So keep an eye out for that. And then 2 other things. Number 1, sprints are going to be coming back. I just kind of stepped away for a little while from doing too much because I got really burnt out with my adult job, which was something I was trying to avoid, but it's really hard to avoid, especially with the way my brain works. I work too much. I end up putting too much of my energy into it, and then I get super tired and overwhelmed. So in order to try to break me out of this slump, which I've been in this entire year, and it is now August, I try to take a little bit of a step back, but do baby steps and try to relax and reconnect with my library, reconnect with my books, reconnect with my channel, and all the things. So sprints are going to be coming back. So there was, if you're watching this on the day that it was posted, there was a sprint this morning. So Sunday morning early bird sprints are going to be coming back, 8 a.m. Mountain Time. I love working with my my Sunday morning crew. We just get productivity done, and all the things. We read together and chat and do lots of fun stuff. So those are going to be coming back for Sunday mornings, and I also want to start doing at least 1 sprint during the week in the evenings, because I want to make sure that I'm using that to help me make sure that I'm spending time on my library and spending time doing, you know, personal care things and stuff like that, because otherwise I will just work. I'll just sit on the couch with my laptop and I'll just work at my adult job, and I need to stop doing that. Honestly, I need to stop doing it. I'm giving it way too much energy, and like even my colleagues are telling me like, you need to step back. So we're going to be doing that. I'm really counting on you guys to give me a hand and try to keep me grounded and where I need to be. So that's going to be coming up. And then starting in September, I know it's getting super late, but starting in September, the Haunted Victorian Book Club is going to be coming back as well. I'm probably going to change it up a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do the Discord anymore. This is the problem, is I try to take on too many things, too many projects, too many different outlets of like social media and stuff, and I have to remember that not only I work a full-time job, but I also work a lot of overtime in my full-time job. Then I ended up getting overwhelmed and burnt out. So I'm getting rid of the Discord, but we're still going to do the, there's going to be the Instagram page that I'll be posting on that I haven't posted on in months, and we will still be doing the once a month chat, either just with myself or with myself and guests. I'm also not going to put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure that there's like 3 or 4 guests lined up every single month. We'll just do a chat, even just, you know, in the chat on a live show at the end of, or sorry, at the beginning of the following month for each book. So coming back in September, I will be making an announcement. Actually, I'll probably be doing it on the same day that this video is posted, for the September book. So I hope you guys are excited for that. I am, and also Amy McCaw's YA book club is coming back in September, and I'm actually going to be on her channel doing a live show. There's a lot coming up. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to it today, but probably tomorrow during sprints. I need to put together my event calendar, because September and October are the busiest months for me of the entire year. So there's a lot of things I'm going to be involved in. There's going to be shows and podcasts and live events and stuff that I'm going to be doing, plus all the vlogs here on the channel. So I hope you guys are going to be sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the haul, both the books and the Halloween. Thank you guys so much for, you know, all of your support. I always get the most amazing comments from people being very understanding about what I'm going through right now. New season of my life. I'm struggling with my reading. I'm working too much. You know, this is real. You know, I know a lot of influencers, like, all you do is you see their mask and it's not their real life, but this is real life around here, and this is exactly what I'm going through. So thank you guys so much for always sticking with me and having so much support for the channel, and over on Instagram as well. I get messages every single day. So if you're not following me over there, make sure you do. And definitely going to be getting into some new book content. I know it's been lacking a little bit, and I do apologize, but you know, that's just the way it is now. Oh, the other thing too, I did want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing a movie themed video coming up here that is around like movies that I've seen so far in 2024 that I've really enjoyed, or ones that I didn't enjoy, and what's coming up kind of in the last part of the year as well that I'm super excited for. So that's it. So we talked about Halloween, we talked about books, we talked about what's coming up on the channel, we talked about me going out on dates with my husband, who's absolutely the most wonderful human being on the planet. So thank you guys as always for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up and leave me a question or a comment down below, because you know I love chatting with you guys. But until next time, stay spooky everybody. Bye.